Hey guys, it's Daniel. The following is a quote from August of 1991 from Dave Grohl, where he shares his thoughts on Nirvana's record deal with DGC. Quote, "You got the impression that the people from Geffen were really interested in the music. Many of the others that we spoke to seemed to have dollar signs in their eyes, and we're just thinking, yep, there's definitely a lot of money to be made out of this. The guys at Geffen, on the other hand, really liked our music. I'm from the punk scene, and so I've always had a good insight into this area and have formed my own view of it. At the moment, the situation is really critical for the small labels, with more and more of them looking set to disappear. But on the other hand, we'd also have liked Bleach to be available in as many record stores as possible, which sadly is not the case. Quite the opposite, in fact. You can hardly get it anywhere. So we then get people coming up to us after a concert saying, 'It was great, only I'd also like to listen to it at home as well. Have you released any records?' To work with a bigger label means, on the other hand, having to deal with a load of crap, but at the same time, that your music gets made accessible to a lot more people. Whenever a group switches from an independent to a major label, people immediately write them off. Oh, they're now with a huge label. You can forget about them. And that's without listening to the music at all, even if the songs have been written a long time before. In that respect, Geffen are more than obliging. After we recorded our album, we began to work on the mix. About halfway through, Geffen said we should stop. We weren't mixing it right. We thought they'd say it wasn't sounding professional enough or up to the standard of a major release. But it was precisely the opposite. They said it wasn't rough or heavy enough. Our producer Butch Vig had never worked on a relatively big label before, and I think he was therefore always worried about making the record sound too unpolished. In any case, the label reacting in that way again confirmed our previous impression. They knew where we were from, where our roots were. They understood that we were not especially accomplished musicians, and that before then, we'd actually never worked professionally at all. We were simply scruffy.